It's fight week. Oscar Valdez, 30-0, 5'5", 66-inch arm reach. He gonna be fighting Shakur Stevenson, 17-0, 68-inch arm reach. That's a +2 advantage for Shakur. This for the WBO, WBC featherweight championships of the world. Somebody gonna be unified on that day. However, before we get into this fight film, new students, subscribe on your way in. Old students, hit that like button. Man, we got unified featherweight championship fight week. Salute to all of the amateurs and everybody who received awards for Team USA. Definitely appreciate y'all services. All common and all mutual. All the same from OTB boxing class 1-on-1. We appreciate your services. Now let's get into this fight film. First, what I really found disturbing is the shots that Oscar Valdez take on a consistent basis for us to feel like he has a valid chance to win this fight. Like when people say Mexican style, I think exchanging punches. I can take your shot to get mine. We know how prideful they are as a people. I have all the utmost respect for him, but you could see him land that body shot and then take the overhand right because he loses the distance. But he has B+ head movement, so he don't eat a lot of shots flush, but he take a lot of shots, man. Too much for my liking in his fight style when it would seem to be easier for me to just develop a jab to set up these shots. But when he does work his jab, I like what I see. You can see him shoot his left hand to get on the line, but he stays on the line and eats that overhand right to land that two-piece. Now, he does land a two-piece and that such, but he can't sit on them punches. But that check hook right there and that counter hook is something that I think will be impressive because in this fight, Quigley gave him a lot of problems with pressure, and he showed me that he can adapt. And this was the first time I really seen him counterpunch somebody and really time them. So I believe that that'll be something that he'll lean on. But look at him get active with that jab, rotate back out where he controls the line, and then boom, shoot that left hand. That's good boxing right there. And that check left hook that you seen him throw, I think that's going to be something that you see him shoot the Shakur body a lot. But you could see him shoot those two, setting it up with that uppercut so he could get that right hand through those gloves. I like that. And he did show me that he's willing to fight in the pocket, as I just don't think he's polished enough in the pocket to beat Shakur Stevenson. He just takes too many shots for my liking. And we going to look at some more of those later on. But right here, look at that check hook. That's pretty. That's pretty right there. And I really think that that'll be a shot that's there for him all night. As we know, Shakur really leans on his jab. And I think that that's a punch that he can shoot to the body to really slow down Shakur's pressure. And that'll be a punch that'll be there. As we know, this is going to be a southpaw against an orthodox fighter. But look at him in the pocket. He don't really work. He really looks to get his distance, sit back on his back foot, and eat that shot right there. And those will be the exchanges that I feel like will be detrimental in this fight. That's a pretty check hook right there on the counter for the right hand. I like some of the things I really seen out of him. And as he is an Olympian, let's remember his experience level in this fight. As we could see him land that overhand right, his experience level, he's been a champion as long as Shakur has been a pro. So he's gonna fight with his heart on his sleeve in this fight. But he just looks to exchange too many punches, and all of these punches that he lands, as pretty as they are, they're all exchanges. Look at that, still get a piece of his chin. And against somebody with a 2-inch reach difference, Shakur's punches is going to get there before his does. So any exchanges, I don't really see him winning unless he slips a punch. And head movement, east and west, isn't something that I really see out of him often. So I think that that'll really be to his detriment. And that'll be the determining factor in this fight. But but now we gonna look at Shakur Stevenson, and a lot of people say that they don't see no holes in this game. Well, OTB boxing class gonna find one. So let's look at this one, because he damn sure don't like the fight in the pocket. He's not active when he get in the pocket because he has such a good jab. He need to establish that jab. Now, look at Jamel Herring as he shoots that three-piece. Jamel shoots that jab right back, let him know, hey, I'm still on the line, baby. I'm still trying to control this line. So what Shakur do? He shoot that right hook so he could keep him on the line. Now, Jamel say, you know what? No problem. I'm still going to jab with you. Now I'm going to punch with you. And he steps in and smothers the next two-piece that he shot because he just ate the first three. But within him smothering it, Shakur leans back on that back foot and eats that right hand. So Jamel, seeing the success in that right hand, he looks for it again. But the second time he looked for it, look what he does. Shoots to the body, sets it up, shoots that up. These will all be shots that I think that Valdez can look to land in close distance. Now look, boom. Look at that right hand right there. Look at that right hand right there. And what he do? Hug up. Give me hug. Give me hug. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. I don't want to work in there. But now we going to look at how smart he is once he got hit. He smothers the rest of his punches. And I think that that's something that he'll do to Oscar Valdez. And I look that Oscar Valdez has the ring IQ to pivot one way or step back to give himself some space to work. And he's just too sloppy in the pocket. I don't see that IQ out of him. And look at what Shakur does. Let him know, hey, I got that right hand for you. If you gon' commit and you gon' try and put me on my back foot, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker. And you can play with me if you want. Now, that's just him going up and down. Shakur, another fighter. You don't see him slip punches a lot on the East and West virtual board, but he'll get north and south. And him getting north and south is what also enables him to use his jab and to go downstairs a lot. But right here, we're going to look at him against Nakathila. And Nakathila is another one. This is another time when he just gets flat-footed, and because he don't have no head movement, and his jab is so good that when he's not active with that jab, then he loses the line. And as good as a counterpuncher is, a counterpuncher has to get hit in order to counter you so they can time you. That's the only way we could get our time. And now look at Nakathila. Got your ass. Got your ass. You can play with me if you want. His feet just so bad. And then look, he gonna come right back to it. And Shakur's still there to wait on it. Because without that active jab controlling that space, then he's just not able to time you until he sees the punch once or twice within the course of a fight. And if Oscar Valdez can land big punches in those cases, then we could be looking at a war. But as you can see in the right-hand corner later on in the fight, this is just what it gets you. Boom. There go the straight left hand that he telling him, I got for you. There go the straight left hand when he does sit on his back foot. And once he's seen that two-piece, then he can time it. And later on in the fight, this is just what it looks like once he can time you. Once he can time you and he knows what that punch feels like and he feels like he can take it, then now he's going to take the line. Now I'm going to take the line at all expenses. And when I say the line, I mean his head is on his front foot shoulder. So I can control your weight transition. Look at him step in and time that weight transition. That's grade A boxing. This kid is still young, man, to be doing some of the things he do. You don't see veteran boxers, bro. We just watched Dylan White couldn't do this shit the whole fight. So when I see, look at him shoot that hook so he could keep him on the line. Then when he get him on the line, watch what he do. Now I'm going to punish your ass. Look at that jab. He don't lean with that jab, don't step, no lean, no rock. Man, no lean with it, rock with it, man. He just pop with it. And that's pretty boxing right there, man. I got to say, man, we going to call a duck, and we going to call a goose at OTB boxing class. Look at him change the level, which can be timed, as you can see him eat that jab on his way up. So Oscar Valdez, if you ever see him get low, you know you got to time him on his way up, because once he come up, he's getting active because he know you on the line, and you going to eat all of them. All of them two straight three pieces. Then he gonna go downstairs to the body, and then he gonna go back upstairs. Like, man, this just pretty boxing right here. Now he gonna come back with the three piece, shoot the hook to keep you in front of me. And once you in front of me, Jamel say, I'm gonna punch with you too. Now I gotta punch with you too. Bang! Look at that counter shot off the back foot too. And that's what you looking at later in the fight. And once I hit you with that counter shot off the back foot, I know you on your front foot. So I'm getting active. And when I know you on your front foot, where your head at? It ain't going nowhere because all your weight on your front foot. I got your ass, baby. That's a fish in a pond. Now Jamel get active with that jab. Jamel get active with that jab because he knows Shakur trying to time him on his front foot. He know he got his ass. So now he say, okay, I'm going to shoot this. I'm going to shoot the overhand right and try and keep you on. But now what Shakur do? Push him off his front foot. Same thing he just did to you guys. Then go downstairs to the body. I eat that jab because I'm going to land my two. I'm going to eat that jab because I'm going to land my two. And then I just landed two because I went to the body. So you're not going to beat no fight. Look at him just pushing him off his front foot. Man, dude, ring IQ is A+. I'm not gonna say A1. Man, dude is A+, and you gotta put him in the pound for pound fighter list. After he win this fight, he'll be unified. I look forward to seeing him be undisputed, get on up out of this weight division, and I look forward to seeing Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez fight for those belts once he vacate them. And Bob Arum's still gonna get his money. So it's a win-win situation to me. But all in all, I don't see Oscar Valdez having good enough head movement to eliminate that jab that he got. Look at him pop that jab again to keep Jamel off the front foot. And this is what you gonna see. You gonna see power shots to keep you off the line and jabs so I can control my distance. And man, the kid just got all the tools. But we just seen he ain't really active in the pocket. And you can see him slip those two jabs right there, slip that two piece. But that's because Jamel weight transition can be timed by the jab. He know when the jab comes, it's only coming to shoot the right. And that's something that we looked at in the Dylan White Tyson Fury film. So all my students, man, and then look at what he do when he double up the jab, then go downstairs. So all my students just know these progressions, man. I ain't teaching class for no reason, man. Real shit. Every next one, shit, I'm expecting y'all to know this shit after a while, and I don't want to have to slow these down. We gonna speed these up and only slow them down for certain moments, but we always accepting new students, so we have to be respectful to those who don't know. But look at that. Look at him come back upstairs, and now he know he got the distance. Watch his jab just to control the distance and keep Jamel off that front foot. Look at that. That's just to control that front foot. And that's grade A boxing, man. That you don't find that out of kids as young as him. But shout outs to the Olympic Committee as well as everybody who received their awards. As I said earlier in this video, Coach K, man, y'all did y'all thing with Shakur. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Newark, New Jersey, stand up, man. Support him at all levels of life because the kid is special, man, and he gonna show us why he's special. Look at that. Look at the glove. Look at the glove pace, the punch placement. And that's just from him landing his jab and controlling the line. When I use my jab to check the distance, my next hand gonna land. For him, he is southpaw, so that's a left. You know what I mean? That left gonna land, and then that three just gonna finish you off. And when you a fighter that like the exchange, as we can see Oscar Valdez doing right here, Shakur ain't a fighter that's gonna sell out on that one punch. And I showed you these two to show you the kid do got power in both hands. So for the moments that Shakur ain't fundamentally sound, he will be chin checked. Oscar Valdez is a fighter that's gonna keep him in line. So I'm very impressed, and we can be intrigued about this fight. But let's not jump overboard and say he number one pound for pound. No, he at the bottom of the pound for pound list. But we can safely say Shakur Stevenson has arrived, and I'm glad to see it, and we blessed to see it. We blessed to see his progression. I look forward to seeing if he get better in the pocket or if he just get better at maintaining his distance, because we all know that the fighters that he talking about fighting close the distance well, a la Tank Davis. Gotta say that. So until he can show us that he really is willing to get in the pocket, then let's calm down, man. Let's not be such fans of the moment. However, we will give him the crown he deserves. And the kid is great. He will be great. We just have to give him time to be great. Also, man, that's all I got on that fight. But also, I want y'all to check out, man, Abdullah Mason of the Mason Five Brothers, man. He fighting early on this card. Get there, man, because that kid is special. I'm telling you, he got all the tools. I've heard things such as he's Mayweather-esque. You know what I mean? So that just give you a clue, and that's not coming from OTB boxing class, man. He's something special. He's Abdullah Mason-esque to me, and I love what they teaching out of Cleveland. They teaching good boxing. So Charles Conwell, all of the other boxers, Terrell Goucher coming up out of there, man. They got some good amateurs that was fighting this weekend for Olympic trials. That's coming up out of there. I want y'all to support them, man. Get there, tune in early to this fight card and support that. Also, this fight card gonna have the likes of Keyshawn Davis, part of DB3, and I look for him to look spectacular. And I look for him to progress as well as a fighter. Also this weekend, man, make sure y'all watch Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. There is great things going on in women boxing, and we want you to support them at OTB Boxing Class 1-on-1. That is all we got for this week. Look forward to this week in boxing so we can wrap it up, talk about what we saw, what we didn't see, what we liked, what we didn't like. And on that note, class is dismissed.